This or that. Would you rather Wednesday?
Wednesdays. So this is I'm excited about this one. This
Okay.
one made me laugh.
Yes, do it.
Would you rather have legs as long as your fingers or have fingers as long as your legs?
Oh my gosh.
I thought,
Oh no.
how do you answer that?
Okay, how do you answer that? Okay, well, let's go through the scenarios here. If I walked around with, what'd you say, legs as long as my fingers and fingers as long as my legs?
Yeah, which one?
Okay, man, that's a tough one. Because if I walked around with legs that are the size of my fingers, something may dangle, and that would probably hurt a lot. And so
That's true.
we'll go ahead and say...
What are you talking about
shoot.
dangling?
My doodle sack.
Your doodle sack. All right. Dragging the doodle sack.
Man, that's a tough one. Because here's the thing. I would hate to have legs. Now, did you say just as long as my legs? Not as thick as my legs.
Well,
Read it one more time.
let's assume that you'll be able to hold up your weight on the legs, the finger legs. But they're
legs.
just as long as your legs are as long as your fingers. But they can
Okay.
support you.
Okay, so
you're gonna look
so I'm thinking
ridiculous.
like Adventure Time style, like okay, you know what? I think I'd get a lot of attention and good attention for having short legs than I would having fingers really creepily long. I think that would be like a turnoff to somebody, I'm sure, somewhere.
Yeah.
And maybe I could learn to walk on my hands anyways at that point.
Yeah, your legs, you would look like you didn't have any legs.
Yeah. But I'm still going to go with that.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
go with
yeah,
that.
if
Because the thing is I've seen a lot of people carrying their own weight without the legs anyways. And even though I could carry the weight, like you were saying, that I could carry the weight with these legs, I still think that it would still be interesting but
Yeah.
I mean, doable
doable.
versus having long freaking fingers and being like the Enderman. It's like Enderman, the Slenderman, whatever they
I mean,
are.
they're both doable. It's just like, what life do you want to live?
One where I can.
Yes. Go
Well,
on.
you know what? Now I think about it. No, just kidding.
All right. I mean,
I think that's my answer. Is that
I have long legs. And I mean, I'm not that tall, but I've always had longer legs. And I'm like, if my legs are my fingers, for what I do for a living, like typing, my hands would be up here. Nobody could see it, but like they're above my. I'd have to type like this.
It would be great if you owned a Harley,
Why is that?
because then you could like have the cool hot rod that you're like 20 feet away from, and you're like holding on to the things.
Yeah, extra
Like,
long bars.
Extra long bars. It's like, man, look at that cool guy riding. Oh my gosh, those are his fingers.
Well, I assume my palms are also going to be the same size as they are now, though. But my fingers are extra long.
Oh man, that just sounds like, that sounds like a bad hangnail about to happen.
Well, it reminds me of the people.
Oh, we didn't consider this though. Are your feet the normal size?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
Shoot. I'm gonna have to go with fingers then, because there's nothing at the end of my fingers. There's feet at the end of my feet.
Yeah, but
and my
your
legs.
fingers would be so long.
You're right. You're right. They would be long, but here's the thing. That would be the only thing. And I've seen people walk around with those fingernails, even though they're gross.
That's what I'm talking about.
And-
Like,
and
think of what their life
No,
is.
but I would hate to be like, oh, look at how are you walking around on those two little legs of yours with those big McDonald feet?
Well, let's assume that the legs are thick, though. It just looks like you have tiny legs, but they're
man.
proportional. Your feet are proportional to the thickness of your legs, maybe.
That would be bad the other way around, though. Your fingers were thick as your legs.
No, your finger's gonna be long and skinny, and it's gonna be exactly like those people that have like
That do
on
the
Guinness Book of World
fingernails.
Records, fingernails out just to the floor.
Well, and it makes me throw up almost every single time.
I don't even think
And
I
don't
could
know
live.
how they deal with life.
Think about a handshake for a minute.
No, I don't want to think. Okay,
Think
I'm
about
thinking about
Think
it.
about a handshake with those fingers.
Mm-hmm.
They'd wrap around the other person's hand and then wrap around again, and then maybe a third time. It depends on how long your
But
legs
here's
are.
the real question: could you play basketball
No,
better than everyone else because your hands were really long?
because your hands aren't, your fingers are. I guess they just swallow up the ball.
So it's like they grab it, they could steal a ball really easy, just like poop, yoink. Got
That's
it.
true.
I don't know. I'm just thinking like sports wise, that might not be a bad idea because then you could still run the same way. You just have to hold your hands above your head and just be like,
It'd be a whole new type of fingertip catch.
yeah. Or maybe there's a whole bunch of people that have this problem.
Already?
And they call it
If everyone in the world had to decide.
Yeah, LFBA. It's Long Finger Basketball Association.
I don't think you're gonna find enough people to work that out, but you could start it.
Why would I have to start? I told you I was going to do the legs.
I don't know. It seems like you were changing your mind.
Nah,
I'm
good.
all
I like the
legs.
short legs.
I'm going
I like the short
legs
Yeah, legs.
because I could live like that. I wouldn't like being that short.
Hey, I do it every day.
No, this.
I understand. Yeah,
you're
right.
gonna be
This is a little
so
bit
much shorter.
Yeah, but no, I got you. That was a good question. I like that one.
Okay.
That was a really good one.
Well, thanks for that.
Absolutely.
We solved some of the world's problems,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
All right. I don't think we did that, but sounds good.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.